Corbin in a matter of minutes. Hands raised, all that. Suddenly, Cena's music hits, saying, you know what? You're not going out like that. We're going to start this. We're going to finish it the way we started it. You and me, one last time. Let's go. The real final match. Match picks up. Wrestle, wrestle, wrestle. Cena goes over. Kurt Angle bows out gracefully. Does the job. Rides off in the sunset.
That's probably
I like about 3/4 of that idea. The other quarter is the fact that we still have to see Baron Corbin in a match with Kurt Angle.
That's probably going to happen now.
Yeah.
That's probably what's going to happen now. That's the only way they can really work this in, because they can't really. It's the fact that it's Kurt Angle that chose Baron Corbin, story-wise. Kurt Angle chose Baron Corbin to be his farewell match. That's the only way that you can actually make this fitting for Kurt Angle's farewell. And basically, once the announcement happened, I was trying my best to think, okay, what was there any form of way that they could have made this match in a more positive light? And
I don't know.
The only way I could think is Kurt Angle doesn't choose Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin takes out Kurt Angle and no longer gives him a choice. So it's like that's the only... I think it makes both of them look bad that Kurt Angle chose Baron Corbin as his last opponent, because it's... Of all the people you could have picked, of all the great wrestlers that you could have picked, you're going up against Chad Gable. Okay, you went up against Apollo Crews. You're probably going to go up against Shelton Benjamin within the next 2 weeks. Okay, you could have chose anybody who's actually on your level to go out and have a great WrestleMania match with. You chose Baron Corbin. It's like you don't even care about putting on a good show for the fans before you go, because you know that they don't. So in my eyes, the way that they made this match makes both men look bad, because you know that the crowd isn't gonna like anything to do with Baron Corbin. He's got to get off my TV heat.
There's only one way I can see if they play it straight. There's only one way I can see it having a satisfying conclusion, and that is you double down on everything. If we're really going to get Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin, just go in there, give him like 15 minutes, have him absolutely tear it up, and use this match to not only quietly retire Kurt Angle, but also use it to take Baron Corbin up to the next level. Make him from just having go-away heat to being an all-time classic villain, saying, yeah, I'm the one who put away Kurt Angle for good. I retired the Olympic gold medalist. And
you want to take this one?
And not for nothing, even if I don't believe in Baron Corbin, I do believe in the capacity for Kurt Angle to have one last match to make him look like $1 million.
I don't.
One last time.
The only way I ever could have agreed with that is if Baron Corbin was booked to look strong from the moment he was made as general manager of Raw to today. Like, the way I've looked at it is, honestly, through fantasy booking. Because the way I put it is to actually have Baron Corbin already put to that level, to the point where he already has the go away heat gone already. He would be establish himself as a top heel who's one thing, actually winning matches. Not losing to people like Apollo Crews. Not losing constantly. Pretty much being made to look like a complete and utter fool. And the only way for this to really have worked is, instead of having a Kurt Angle farewell tour, have it so once Baron Corbin is no longer Raw general manager. They got rid of the general manager angle, and now it's back to the Authority. You have Kurt Angle come back as a wrestler, but have them actually have a legit rivalry.
If they had the Baron Corbin that around the time of when he won the Money in the Bank, before he got made to look like a fool, like by Jinder Mahal and John Cena, because the WWE didn't like his tweeting style. If it was around that time, I would have had no problem with what you just said.
And keep it going. Keep it going. You build onto that. Have them lose the Money in the Bank, okay, but still pretty much pull a sand out. Have them be actually in a legit match, and then if you wanted to have Cena cost him, then Cena cost him, and have them have a rivalry, and then have Baron Corbin and John Cena pretty much keep building on his stock instead of putting on shitty matches, which Baron Corbin is well known of having shitty matches. So it's once again just being booked to the point where they actually would have a legit feud going. You keep Baron Corbin and his lackeys of Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre continuing looking strong, and Kurt Angle keeps trying to be that thorn that's like, Baron Corbin is a disease. He has to disappear. I have to, and I'm the one who can do this. Have it be to the point where it all leads to WrestleMania, and have Baron Corbin pretty much pull a Triple H and Mick Foley story. I want your career on the line. Instead of a Kurt Angle getting a farewell tour, which, okay, he's going to choose his final opponent. So you're going to choose a guy who was made to look like a complete ass with his Money in the Bank win, who keeps being made to look like an ass in front of the Authority, hence why they brought the Authority back and got rid of general managers, even at the cost of Paige, who was a great general manager. And just he keeps losing, and now to the point where he's losing to Apollo Crews, someone I respect as a wrestler, but has no real credibility. So, and
instead of what you think this is going to do, which could what your booking idea was to have Baron Corbin was to be able to upgrade Baron Corbin.
I never said it was my ideal booking situation. I said it's one possibility they had. One possibility,
which is not
a likely one, but one possibility that something good could come of this whole turn of events.
Not going to happen. Because the way that they're booking Baron Corbin going into this, okay, the way they're booking Kurt Angle going into this, it's going to be an exhibition match. Kurt Angle's going to win in 6 minutes, and then we're going to move on.
The only way I can really see this working is your initial fantasy booking of WrestleMania, him beating Corbin within minutes, and then you get John Cena coming out saying you don't want to end your career like that. You want to have something. You want to have a match worthy of your talents. And so come full circle. That's the only way I can see this working. Because like what he said, I can't see Baron Corbin and Kurt Angle having a 10-15 minute match that could put him to another level, because he can never reach that level, because in all honesty, Corbin isn't that great of a wrestler to have a match of that quality.
Hey, just because the possibility existed doesn't mean I do think it's likely.
No, there was a possibility. They just basically burned that bridge a long time ago.
So it's either way, it doesn't seem very likely at all now.
Like he could have gotten that heel heat that you put. I'm the guy who retired Kurt Angle. He could have had that.
But
when he at the time when he was the initial winner of the Money in the Bank at that period, and then build on from that. Instead, there's build. Hey, look, there's Triple H.
Kaboom.
And
hey, what are you doing with that axe and shovel, Triple H?
He is right now, Jinder Mahal level, right now.
Yes,
to the point of irrelevance.
Yeah. So again, I'm going to stick by my original guess. I'm going to say
That's the only way that can redeem that.
Expect a bait and switch when it comes time for WrestleMania.
That's the only way that they can actually make it work.
Speaking of making it work, we also had a little bit of a development from good old Ronda Rousey.
Someone else that Becky Lynch can make tap out at WrestleMania. Imagine if she makes both Ronda Rousey and her husband tap at WrestleMania.
Somehow I doubt she's going to make Travis Brown tap.
I doubt it too.
But imagine.
Okay, now who's fantasy booking?
I'm just saying.
There's
a reason that Travis Brown was bought in, and it wasn't just to take out a security guard. That's it. So what is the plan here?
So far, I've only seen one suggestion from Bully Ray, good old Bully, that he proposed the idea of having a manager in every corner. For Ronda, have Travis Brown. For Charlotte, bring in Ric Flair. And for some reason, for Becky, they bring in Conor McGregor.
It's not going to happen. It's with only 2 weeks. I don't know, man. Hey,
and to bring Ric Flair
again,
in,
not likely.
Bring Ric Flair in, someone loved in the wrestling community, managing the heel daughter. I don't.
You're telling me about fantasy booking. Let's talk about Bully Ray, man. Hey, you want to talk about fantasy booking? That's the ultimate.
You want to talk about fantasy booking? I have to admit, the idea of Baron Corbin and Kurt Angle stepping up and going 15 minutes, his idea first too.
Good.
You want to call me an optimist? Bully Ray is like the king of optimists right now.
But we've always known that about both of you. So that's
I'll take credit for what I say and only what I say. This one's not on me.
The only fantasy booking, managerial wise, that I actually see happening is Vince McMahon being in Shane's corner and Mrs. Dad being in Mrs. corner.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
That's the only way I can see that.
Ms. Dad gets to punch Vince McMahon.
Oh, better yet, Vince gets involved in this match. Vince McMahon gets involved in the triple threat for the women's title, and Vince McMahon gets involved in the WWE title match. He gets beat up by everybody.
We don't want to just put Vince all over the show.
He'll be like, no chance.
We don't want it.
He'll be like, no chance. Skull crushing finale. Later on, it comes out. No chance. Gets puts in a disarmor, taps out. Later on in the show, no chance. Comes out, gets just trouble in paradise right in the face, and has a seizure. I'm a real American.
It's a 70-year-old man.
No chance. Kicked in the face. No chance. Dropped on his head. No chance. Breaks his arm.
No chance. Yeah. Kevin Owens rebuts his head.
No chance. Has a seizure. No chance. Blows his legs out. No chance.
Blows up in his limo.
Again. No chance.
What
are we talking about?
We're talking about no chance.
It's been 12 years. Think we could get away with it again?
That's it. It's like, it's been 12 years. Can we write me off again? I don't want to be on TV anymore, damn it.
Can we write me off again? Nobody do any dumb shit tomorrow. Nobody. Don't do it.
No one smile as I walk backstage to my limo, possibly blowing up.
Just quietly walks away, has a serene look on his face, gets into a brand new limo, quietly shuts the door. Nothing happens.
But just
drives away. Later on in the show, goes down the block at a stoplight. Then you get no chance. Boom.
And then you just have Ron Simmons walk past the explosion.
Damn.
And then next week it's revealed that it was Rikishi and he did it for The Rock.
Again.
He did it for the people.
The Rock's just walks by like, I don't even work here anymore.
And the New Day just walk past, shrug, and eat pancakes
womp,
as
womp.
Kofi Kingston shines up his new title belt.
And then all of a sudden you just start seeing shiny shoes walk towards the wreckage.